Okay. When we write programs, it is required to translate program from high-level language to the machine language. There are a few types of translators. Assembler, translate, assembly, code to machine code. The second one is interpreter, translates line by line or statement by statement. Then the compiler. Compiler translates the entire program at once. Translate the entire program at once. That is compiler, and Python uses an interpreter. That means it translates line by line. Python uses an interpreter, translates line by line. Finish writing?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, then, so let's see how to do this. So in Python, it uses interpreter. That's why you can get the feedback that time itself. It's translated in the program that time. But in order to write a program, don't write in shell. Use file new. Go to file menu, new. So in your Windows version, you have file menu here, right? File menu here.
Yeah.
In the file menu,
Yeah.
just go to new. And start writing the code. So first thing is, number one, input. So I can give a message, enter. So I can give like empty thing. I can give this empty input. Here also, number one and number two, number three, I can give empty inputs.
So how do you get the circle thingy?
Sorry?
That circle thingy after input?
Yeah, so after getting the input.
Yeah, that circle thingy. N1 equals input. Then
It's
there's
not
a...
circle, it's brackets. It's brackets.
Okay.
Bracket open, bracket close.
Okay.
Because I think you saw this in here.
Those brackets.
So yeah, methods and functions, those uses brackets. Methods and functions use brackets. Because inside brackets, you can give inputs to those methods. So if you have not seen, so previously, Word has RAND function. Word has RAND. Word wala mehema liyanna pulang. RAND. Then you can close the brackets. Press enter, it will give a random paragraph.
Okay, sir.
Right? So if you put 1, 1, it will give one line, one paragraph. So if you put 2, 1, it will give two paragraphs. If you give 2, 4, it will give two paragraphs, each with 4 lines, 4 statements or 4 sentences. So to give these inputs, you need brackets. Inside brackets only you give inputs. These inputs are called parameters.
Okay.
Input values you give inside the brackets are called parameters. So do the other languages, Python also, similar to the Word. So equal sum in Excel. I think you know that. Equal sum in Excel. Within bracket, you have to give the parameters, no?
Yeah.
Equal sum, the range, equal average, equal min max. Okay. Similar to that, any function use this brackets. So input is a function, is to get input. So if it is empty input, let me save this, Control S, and I'm going to save this as example 001.py, any name. Extension is .py, right? So if you save this, You save this, and if you run this, run module or F5, so it will give empty line here. Then I can input the number, another empty line, and I can input the number, another empty line. I can input a number. That's meaningless. That is meaningless. That's why I need to give a message here. I can give enter number 1. That's meaningful there. So similar to that, I can say in the next round, enter number 2, enter number 3. This is a message. So when I run this again after saving the file, it will ask enter number 1. Then I can enter number 2, enter number 3. Then I can enter the numbers. So you can either give in examination, you can ask in both ways, with empty inputs or with some message. You can give empty inputs, but it is meaningless. If you can give it with a message, it's meaningful.
So practical means we should like in the exam like they'll give like this one like a desktop something like that or
No practicals in the examination. Basically, they ask you to write the code in the book.
Okay.
Okay. Or understand the codes in the book.
Oh.
Anyway, to understand or write the code, you should remember the code. Remembering can be done only by practicing.
Yeah.
If you have done this,
so
you can.
Are we? Yeah.
Sorry.
Are we gonna write something like this now?
Yeah, better write down and see. Check.
Oh.
So let me move forward, and I'm going to have the total. So you can do it with me, right? Total equal n plus n2 plus n3, and then average equal total divided by 3. And then you can print the average, print the total. And say with the message you can print total is the total, and then you can print the average is average. Average is the average. So this is the conversion of the particular pseudocode and flowchart. So you saw this one and yes, this one. And this is my Python conversion of the particular program. You have to try this, but this will give an error, but you have to try this. Making error එකක් එනවා. error එක ආවමම තමයි තේරුම් ගන්න ඕන. Better you try this first, then you'll see with the error. What's the error and all.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Please write it in your mobile phone or in your computer and save this and execute.
So after writing this, what should we do?
You have to save. Go to File, Save As. Then give a name. I have given ex001.py. You can give any name.
Yeah, after that?
Then save it. And after that, you have to run. Click on the Run menu, Run module. Or press F5.
Yeah, it's coming, enter number 1.
Yeah, please enter a number 1. Enter a number. Press a number. Give a number and press Enter. Give a number and press Enter. Give another number and press Enter. Then it will give an error.
Back recent. Yeah, exactly. Like yours, it came from here.
Yeah. The thing is that, so Python has no, so Python basically doesn't give types. It doesn't declare the types, but it will assume the types. When you input number, it will assume that as str or string. It will think that as a string, not text. Right? So here line 6. What is line 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let me comment. Let me stop running line 6. That can be done by a comment. Comment means comments are not executed by the interpreter or compiler. But I'm going to comment this line. I'm going to stop this line. And I'm going to run this. You know, Python has interpreter. Interpreter lines runs line by line. මේ line එකට එනකොට තමයි error එක දෙන්නේ. ඊටු line තුන errors දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ තමයි interpreter එකේ හැටි. That is the nature of interpreter. It will first execute this line, no errors, this line, no errors, this line, no errors, this line also no errors. 6th line it gives errors. So let's go. Let's move. Number 1 again. I'm going to give a number. Number 2 again. Number 3 again. And this time it gives the total, but it give an error in line 9. Line 9 is this one. Let me comment line 9 too. Comments are ignored by the comments. You can give comments for just to explain something. Hash daladama comment. You have to put hash and write something. Hello.
I didn't get this one.
This is my first program. So you can write something that will be ignored by the interpreter and compiler.
So if hashtags come in front, it will be ignored.
Yeah. If you put hash in front of anything, so it will be ignored. That will treat it as a comment. Okay.
Now there was no error.
Yeah. Now there will be no errors, but unfortunately it will give something called some other type of error. This is the other type of error. First error we got is called syntax error. First error, I'm going to write this in my note. Errors. There are two types. The first one is syntax. So why I'm going to give you the experience and then write the note, right? So then you know these, there are two types of errors. The second one is semantic. Sorry, semantic. Syntax, and the second one is semantic. So let me show using this code. The first one, the error identified by the interpreter. It said this line has error. This line has error. It identified the error. Compiler or interpreter identify that error. So that is easy because compiler will tell that. IDLE will tell that. So that is also a feature of IDLE. Feature of IDLE is giving errors, prompting errors, showing errors. Then you can see there's an error. You can comment and. So what about this? Is it correct answer or wrong answer?
Correct.
Correct answer? 45 plus.
No. By just no. It's wrong, but it just brought the same numbers next to next.
Yeah, next to next. That is called concatenation. This has done concatenation, not the addition. We expect to do the addition, but the program has done concatenation. So that means this is something like this. We expect when you fly a kite or when you fly an airplane, you want the airplane to turn right. In the sky, when you ask to turn right, it will try to land. Right? So no errors. So it started flying, but in the middle, the wrong logic is implemented. So then that is too dangerous, no? Because errors you can see, it will prevent the programs from running. But if it is semantic error or the logic error, it will still run and produce the wrong output. So that is too dangerous because you can't detect. Interpreter or compiler will not going to detect that. Because syntactically if it is correct, grammatically if it is correct, it will accept. ඔයාලා අහලා තියෙන history එකේ just say අර කතාන්දරයක් තියෙන මොකක්ද අර එක කෙනෙක්ව අල්ලගෙන foreigners ලා අපේ රටට ආව වෙලාවේ ඊට පස්සේ message එකක් යවනවා මෙයාට මේ එයාගේ governor යවන්නේ මෙහෙම මරන්න එපා නිදහස් කරන්න කියලා. I think you have heard of that. මරන්න එපා නිදහස් කරන්න. So this is syntactically, this is correct.
It's
But
already
you
done.
forgot to mention the comma. This is Maranne epa nidahas karan. Now you have comma here. Don't kill, release the person. But if you put comma in the wrong place, kill, don't release the person. So that will be a problem.
Yeah.
Error.
That is, yes, that error you can't detect. Both are meaningful. So the logical error can kill the person. So that's the dangerousness of semantic error. Right? Syntax error will be detected by the compiler, by the translator basically, and prevent from running the code. Will not be detected by the translator in most of the times. Sometimes it will be detected because wrong logic can be detected, but it's not easy. It will not be detected by the translator. It's more in most of the times. Mostly, it will not prevent the code. Mostly, it will not prevent the code. Yashin, did you ask any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Finish? Okay.
Yes, sir.
These two also we learned through
Yes,
that
yes.
code. That's why. Okay, this is a logical error. So the first one is, so you can watch this video again because I'm recording this and I can share it with you. You can watch this video again and again if you wish. And anyway, the first
Okay.
one we detected that because anyway, division you cannot do like this, no? You can't divide like this, but addition you can add two ways. So this one is concatenation. This is called concatenation. You add one after the another, not the mathematical addition. This you add the text. But if you want to do mathematical addition, you have to tell that these numbers are maths, these numbers are mathematical, or these numbers are integers. If you have decimal numbers, you have to tell these numbers are floating point numbers, whatever. If it is decimal, you can say numbers are float. If it is integer means it is whole numbers. But decimal points you have to mention as, here also I have to tell this number is integer. Okay, that will prevent this logical error. It will add mathematically, and then it can divide mathematically, and it can show the average. And so that's why I have not given this in the first instant. Here now you can see when I give marks, it shows the total and average. The error was there, so I have to tell that these numbers are mathematical. Int for whole numbers and float for decimal numbers. Please adjust the code and see, now it should be running.
One minute, sir.
Okay.
Even me, sir.
Finished?
No, sir.
Okay, just adjust.
So if we put that hello, this is my first program, what will happen? Like if we remove the hashtag,
That will give an error. That will give an error because it's not syntactically correct. right? So the other one is, so please be mindful. So if you put simple n1, n2, simple n3, what will happen? Here also you have to give simple n1, simple n2, simple n3, right? Otherwise it will give an error because you have to use same n1, n2, n3. Total and average also the same. If you use capital total, you have to give capital, all capital. Then here I have capitalized the first letter, then I have to capitalize the first letter here. So this capital simple cases matters. So please be careful.
So, how many classes will it take to finish this programming lesson?
Python it will take, it will at least take 12.
12.
It covers 25 to 30% of your syllabus.
Oh, yeah. So, like, sir, do you have like the ICT, like the uh, syllabus, like the chapters and stuff?
Yeah, you can download it, no?
It's there in NIE.
Yeah, NIE.
That's the exact thing, right?
Yeah, that's exactly. There it mentioned the number of hours should be spent. So at least, so it explains more than 12 days. That 12 days means 12 into 2 is 24 hours. Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in the syllabus, it's not 24 hours, right? It's more than that. But anyway, with the fast track, we can complete it 12 hours, at least 12 days. Most probably in 12 days possible. 12 days means it's 3 months, basically. But it is the main part. The other parts, it doesn't take much time. So when you complete this, and the PHP also easy. When you complete this PHP like things, the web that is another large chapter, web designing.
So, like, what are the like important chapters and stuff?
Mostly important is Python, number one.
Yeah.
Second one is HTML and web designing
Like,
and
how
SQL.
are you? Like, do you have like a plan or something, like how you are?
Yeah,
How are you
basically in my classes, I'm doing this. So especially when you're doing the practical classes, when we will first finish the practical lessons. So basically 25% of the marks will be given carried through this Python lesson.
Okay.
Python, it has 25. So it can be more than that, right? It can be more than that, but anyway, it's 25. Let's keep it 25. And then HTML, CSS. This is also a practical lesson, HTML, CSS, and PHP. Servers, client environment, all these things. So we have to learn this with the internet email, its services, and the implementation. It will also carry closer to 20% marks. And then the SQL.
Total, right? Total
Yeah.
marks.
So SQL will also go for 15% of the marks. And then the networking. So that will go like 12%. These are the minimums, right? These are the minimum. So Python, I have given the average, but others. And then you have the fundamentals, number systems, logic
Theory,
keys.
right?
And that's also around 10 to 15%, let's put 12%.
So, shall we go in like this order?
Yeah, it's easy, no?
Yeah.
So networking, so this, then we finish, this will take at least 12 days. So this will again take like 8. SQL, it will not take that much time. So yeah, take like 4 days. Networking, so 3 days or 4 days. Let's put 3. Logic gate, and so this is 2 days or 3 days. So this will cover like 25%, 20%, 45%, plus the 55%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 85% of the syllabus. The remaining days we can use for operating systems. We have different topics: operating systems, management information systems, and IoT and robotics.
For those, how many days will it take?
So it will at least take for minor topics 3 days or 4 days.
That's it. So, Total the days are like
20, 24, 30, and 34.
yeah 34
Hmm.
1 month. Yeah.
Less than 1 year, but it'll take at least 10 months, 9 to 10 months.
Yeah.
If
This
you
is a
go,
2 year syllabus, right?
yeah, 2 year syllabus
Yeah. Okay.
with the practicals and the implementation, right? So can do within
Right.
this time, but your contribution is really important. So what you have to do is you have to practice and practice. And meanwhile, we have to practice for the papers. Anyway, the paper discussion part is I have separately uploaded into my channel. It's again TNS 86. So you can see question by question and related theories I'm discussing the papers. Question and related theories, question and related theories. That to ensure that whether you have knowledge to answer this kind of questions in future, not to give answer the particular question. A question එකට answer එක දෙන එක නෙවෙයි target එක. Target is to let you
Knows
answer the
everything.
similar type
Yeah.
of questions in the future years,
Yeah.
right? So you can just go through. So one question is like 30-minute discussion. For one question, it will take like 30 minutes. One MCQ question.
Like after like classes
So
finish,
one
right?
MCQ question.
Yeah, MCQ. Because it discussed the question plus the related theories.
That's much better then.
Yeah, that's there in the channel. You can just go to the channel and see the videos.
Yeah.
That's very
Okay.
popular among the students. So most of the A-level students, I think, I got very big traffic last when it was closer to the examination. I know most of the
Yeah.
students were watching the videos.
So, oh yeah.
So then like after like is there like homework type stuff
Yeah,
after like
I'll give.
like so we can
Right.
practice.
So then, so this is what this is the sequence. And actually selection, we have not discussed the selection, but sequence you can use to draw different. So I'll give more practice work using sequence.
Okay.
So, but you have to do this using computer, I
Homework.
think. So you can try with using a machine, sorry, using the mobile phone, but I'm not sure whether it responds, right? So try this, but if
He
it
has
is not working, try with the machine.
so we both can discuss and also do, right?
Yeah,
Want to see.
that's okay. So, okay. One thing is to the first thing, you have to draw a line or draw L shape in monitor in your screen.
Turtle.
Introduce a library for this one. This is exercise 2. I'm going to introduce a library. This library means pre-coded thing. The code is developed already. I'm going to import that library that is called turtle. Then I'm going to use t equal, I'm going to create a class object using this. The turtle is a class and I'm going to create an object. T equal turtle dot turtle. In any class, you know it has methods. It has method called forward. It has method called forward and it can move.
So there's an app called Turtle, right? They used to have it.
I have not seen, but this is a library in library turtle in Python.
Pro
Okay.
Python.
So I just want to move 200 pixels. And then I want to turn left side 90 degrees. Let me save this. Let me save this as ex002.py and I'm going to save and run this. Okay, you can see this will create a line. This will draw a line and turn 90 degrees here. It will go forward and turn 90 degrees and wait. So I want you to use this algorithm to draw a triangle, then draw a pentagon, draw a circle. But write steps like this, right? Write steps one after the another. And draw star, right? draw triangle,
Okay.
draw pentagon, draw circle, and draw star. So this won't be there in the examination. Don't worry, this won't be there in the examination. But why I have asked, because you to practice the algorithm. So how to develop an algorithm. So you will learn with this. You will learn with this how to develop an algorithm. So then after that, the question number 2. This is question number 1. Question number 2 is create a program to find an area of a circle and rectangle by acquiring the required inputs. So you have to write the programs to find the area of circle. Area of circle means it is basically, what is the algorithm? It's 5r squared. 5r squared. You can give 5 and r you have to take from the user. Take the r, then find out the 5r squared.
For pi,
That is question
pi, right?
right? Sorry.
For the pi, we can just write p and I, right?
Yeah, you can give pi and give the value. Pi equal, you can say 22 divided by 7.
Okay.
You can give that value as a constant directly.
So we should do this, right? Import total. Okay.
Okay. So then these are the 2 examples. So first one I'll help a little bit. So if I turn 120 degrees or 60 degrees and move forward again, and again 60 degrees, move forward again. If I repeat this like 3 times, so see what's happening. Okay. Forward, then turn 60 degrees left, move forward, turn 60 degrees, move forward, and probably after writing this algorithm, it should draw hexagon.
Okay.
If you do this 6 times, it will draw an hexagon. If it is triangle, so I'll help for the first one. If it is triangle, what you have to do? You have to turn 120 degrees. Why? Because so if it is symmetric triangle, right? If it is symmetric triangle,
Write that import turtle t equals turtle dot turtle.
yeah.
Like, is there a must
Sorry.
that import turtle?
Yeah, that is must, because this import the turtle library. Turtle is already created component. Turtle is already created component or the code set by Python. So and here you are going to create object from that turtle. So it's like from student you are going to create a new student.
Yeah.
From account you are going to create a new account. Likewise, I said the object oriented concept. You have to create an object and then start working with that.
Okay.
Right? That is compulsory. So here when I turn this, you can see it will draw symmetric. Right? You can try with different properties. Turtle has different properties. If you wish to learn more, you can try different properties like t dot color. You can give a color.
It's in green.
T dot. Here you
Line
can.
size.
Sorry.
The line size, something like can change.
Yeah, you can change the line size. T dot width. When you put dot and control space, you can get more about the turtle library. You can get more about this. Then you can see, okay, now it's right color. And for more interest, if you really like to write algorithms, but this is actually more complex, so you have to do in master level maybe, but you can still try. You can still try and enjoy. Turtle fractals. So these are these fractals, these things you can create
Can.
using that. This is
Oh, that's nice.
yeah,
Can't we
Using
copy the
Python.
code from the Google and just paste it?
yeah, you can
Just
get the
copy
code
paste.
from Google and run this. But the thing is, the most important thing is fractal means the same pattern, repeat and repeat. This is for repetition actually, repetition and iteration. So start with one element and repeat that element here. Start with one element and repeat that. Start with triangle, repeat that element again and again, and this will draw this shape. Here, start with one shape and repeat that shape again and again. You will get this shape. So here also the same. Fern, here a leaf, here this fern.
Tree.
So Allah starting with one shape and repeating that. That is repetition, basically.
Yeah.
Right? To learn repetition, you can try this, but we have not yet started learning the other concepts, selection and repetition. Next day, we'll do the selection and repetition, selection, repetition,
Okay,
as
sir.
well as the data types.
Okay.
Okay, then with that, I'll finish for today.
Okay, sir.
Can you show the homework so we can take a
Yeah,
screenshot?
sure.
Oh, I took, I guess.
Take a screenshot.
Okay, done. Sir.
One second.
Okay, then see you all next week. If you have any questions, you can just forward me to the WhatsApp when you're doing this.
Yeah.
If you get an error, please send it to WhatsApp, then I can help.
Okay,
Okay, then
sir.
have a nice day and see you on next day.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you.